So I had this dream. I was on the bus with these girls, and these girls was like it was like old school friends. I know it was this girl named Kenyatta there, this girl named Tierra. But we was all on the bus, and we was having some type of disagreement. At first we was conversating, but then, somebody jumped in. It was like, I guess we went back on the old days, and he was talking about everything that we didn't like about each other. And then there was this guy on the bus that wound up, I think he tried to stab me. So then they got him away from me, and this other guy jumped in and he got him away from me, and then he wound up trying to stab me. And when he tried to stab me, I pulled the same move that the other guy did. I put the same move on him that I put on the other guy to get away from him. So then after that, like, they was trying to mess with me and my son or something. So we wound up getting off the bus, and I wound up going to the house of the guy that tried to stab me. And it turns out he wasn't really going to stab me. He was just testing the other guy. He was just testing the other people to see what they would do. And they basically, tried to, followed in his footsteps of trying to stab me. So I went to his house, and I went to his house, and I knocked on the door, and then I said something when I walked in. He let me in. And then I was like, he was like, "You got away from the guy?" I was like, "Yeah. I just pulled the same move that I did with you." He was like, "Wow." So then his wife got home, and she was feeling some type of way, and she was like, because I was supposed to make the next bus, so he was telling me where to go, and then she was like, "I'll take you." So we wound up going to the bus, but he told me, because she wanted to jog to the bus and run, and he told me to just walk. So she wound up running a different way, she cut through the backyard or something. She went that way, and I wound up just walking down the sidewalk, and I got there before her. And I was skeptical about where she was trying to take me, because I felt like she was trying to make me late for the bus on purpose, or she was trying to get me lost. So then I wound up making it to the bus, and he was standing right there waiting, and he was like, so then the bus came, and I got on the bus, and I was just thinking, I'm like, why would she do that? Why would she try to get me lost or something like that? But she probably felt some type of way because of him. So she was trying to make my life, she was trying to make me confused. She was trying to confuse the situation. You know how people is when they feel like you coming after theirs. They try to put you in situations that's not best for you. So he was looking out for me when he told me to just walk to the bus and stay on the main road instead of running out. Like he already knew what she was about to do. Hopefully y'all can hear me, because he's making a lot of noise. So yeah, then I got on the next bus, and I was asking the girls, because this bus looked like weird, like it looked like they was like from the future type stuff. So I'm on the bus, and I'm like, is this bus going to the north side where I'm heading? And she was like, well, we're going to Youngstown. But I was thinking, I'm like, so I started thinking about the route, and I'm like, well, going towards Youngstown is going towards the north side, so I could just get off on the north side when on the way out to Youngstown. So then she was like, so then they was, I forget what else they was doing. Oh yes, they start talking about regular kids and disabled kids, and I'm just like, regular kids and autistic kids. And I was like, yeah, I jumped in. I was like, well, the difference between average kids and disabled and autistic kids is that it's easy to take advantage of autistic kids, because I guess it was a situation with my son and this average child, and I guess this average child was trying to make my son do something that could have got him in trouble. And I was like, I was using that for example, and I was telling them, like, see, this is what can happen with autistic children. It's like they can, get stuck in situations with other people, and sometimes it can lead to the point where this average child is, putting this autistic child in a threatening situation where he can lose their life. And as well as, I guess this average child was mad to the point where he was about to, stab the autistic child. And I was like, this is a thing, like, autistic children has a hard time with protecting themselves, especially if they're alone. So if they're alone with the average child, and the average child kind of lose their mind, because the difference between an average child with mental health and then autism is that the average child with mental health, if they're like not on medication and stuff, they can be very dangerous. I've seen it happen in many movies and stuff, to where the average child take the autistic or the special child away, during school time, and there was this one time where this average child, they led this autistic child down into like a hole in the ground, and that child wound up dying. And they went out searching for this child, but the one child's ghost, the autistic child's ghost, was like haunting the place and trying to show them what was wrong or what happened to why they passed. And it turns out the average kid killed the autistic kid. So yeah, and I feel like that's what I was explaining to them on the bus. And I was just thinking about that the whole time on a ride, and then we eventually wound up getting off the bus and reaching our destination. And yeah, that was my dream. I hope y'all liked it. Like, comment, subscribe, and notify, and tell me what y'all think. Talk to y'all next time. Bye.